Hi guys, welcome back to Two Peas in a Podcast with Georgia and
Poppy. This podcast is all about relationship dramas, friendships, our lives, that sort of thing. And today we are going to be talking about pickup lines, red and green flags, online dating versus real life dating, and we're going to have two guests joining us later on in the podcast.
So keep an eye out for that. We're playing a game at the end, so if you want to join in on the game, then keep tuned until the end. So our first section is going to be on pickup lines. We have found 5 pickup lines each, haven't we? And we've written them in our notes, and we're going to read them out to each other and basically rate them out of 10 and give a raw reaction of the pickup line. So do you want to start?
Starting off tame, I'd go tame, go into the best ones at the bottom. We've got no pen, no paper, but you still draw my attention.
I think if somebody sent me that, I'd think it's impressive. I'd be like, okay, they've made the effort. It's not cringe, but...
It's not awful, but I feel like I still cringe at anything that someone sent me like that.
Yeah, like, just
but
say...
It's tame.
It's tame. It's okay. Just tell me you want me, and...
I'd laugh. I'd be like, oh, you know what? He's got a sense of humour.
Yeah, exactly. So my first one is, well, here I am. What are your other 2 wishes?
For you to leave and for you to go far away.
For you to not be here anymore.
Why is your ego so big?
I know.
Like, I can barely breathe in the room with your ego.
Like,
no.
I don't even know who you are. No, you wasn't my wish.
What are your other 2 wishes? Honey.
Somebody else?
Money. Holidays, not you.
Facts.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Where, when?
Where, when, who?
My place tonight, just me and you.
Oh, that's quite good, actually.
That one's not awful.
That is not awful. I think that's quite impressive.
You know what? I feel like if someone said that to me, I'd be like, Fez, what?
You know, you've done the rhyming. You've made that effort to actually talk to me. I quite like that one.
That is a good one.
That is a good one. I might use that myself when I'm sliding into all these DMs. Where, when, who? My place, me and you. So, I wish I were cross-eyed so I could see you twice.
No. We don't joke about disabilities over here. No. As you're walking around, I can't go cross-eyed, to be fair, can you?
Hang on, I'm going to try. Is that ain't it? You've got to try now.
I have to follow my finger. I'm like, I can't do it. No. Because then you see me from 2 different angles and I don't like the right side of my face.
Yeah, I think one time is enough to see me before you start thinking of...
You'll be like, oh, her eyebrows are uneven.
Yeah, but they're sisters, not twins.
Exactly.
Mine
are very much sisters.
I don't really pay attention. Do you reckon mine are sisters or twins?
Mine are long-lost cousins at this point.
Yeah, they're like friends. They're just friends. It's okay. Right, on to the next one.
Okay, it's my turn, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
You look sick. You must be suffering from a lack of vitamin Me.
The last thing I need when I am sick is a man.
Is a man.
I want my bed. I want a hot water bottle. I want chocolate.
Not a man.
The man isn't on the list.
I don't want a man most of the time, to be honest.
Yeah, true. My 3 wishes when I'm ill.
Yeah.
You're still not on it.
You must be suffering from a lack of vitamin Me. I think...
I'd rather vitamin C. Is that the right one?
Yeah. Vitamin C is like...
The good one.
It's not the sunshine one, that's vitamin D. I really need to stop because I'm not blonde. I'm meant to be quite smart.
Right, okay.
Yeah, no. Oh, rating it.
Oh, no.
Rating it. Let's rate them now.
Right, okay.
You look sick. You must be lacking a bit of vitamin Me.
I say 6 because it's not bad. It is well thought out, but just it's not that impressive.
4.
Yeah, I think the best one is the rhyming one so far.
I get the ick from
so do
everything.
But I give that why, when, who, me and you. I give that a 10. I'd reply.
I would reply to that. I'd be like, you know what, Fez?
Yeah, exactly, Fez.
You did it.
Right, so if you were a chicken, you'd be impeccable.
You know what? I love that one.
It is
If
quite
you
good.
were a chicken,
Yeah.
you'd be impeccable. I love it.
That is actually quite good.
I love that one.
It's not gross. It's not like...
I
ugh.
love chickens.
I love chickens.
I love-
I had 12 chickens and I missed them.
You had 12. I have got 4.
Oh.
I love my chickens. And you know what? Big up to... what's my one?
Oh, you must love them a lot. You don't even know their
Well,
names.
my one's called Nugget. So,
Oh, chicken
yeah.
the nugget.
Chicken Nugget, yeah.
Chicken nugget. Right,
I'm
go
giving
on.
that one a 10.
Yeah, I'm
big up the
giving that.
chickens.
I'm giving that a 9 because my favourite one is still the rhyming one.
Yeah. Okay, this one's quite naughty. Rose is a flower. Give me an hour and I'll show you my power.
An hour?
Give me an hour. More like give you 10 seconds, honey.
An hour. I'll give it 2 seconds and I'm saying nah.
Yeah.
The confidence is
An
not.
hour? No.
No. Confidence is good.
I can't focus on anything for an hour.
No, I'm
Especially not you.
especially not someone who is that confident. I'll give that a 2.
Yeah, no.
I'm blocking if you're coming
You know
at me
what?
with
I
that.
would laugh at it with my friends. Like a 10 for like laughing,
Yeah,
but like a 2 for like,
Success
are you
rate.
actually going to get me from that? No.
absolutely not. Right. You're so beautiful that you made me forget my pickup line. Basic.
You know what? I'd look at that and be like, oh,
Could have tried a bit harder.
could have tried a bit harder.
Could have just said hi.
Yeah. Hi, what you doing? No, you're so beautiful. You made me forget my pickup line.
Just tell me I'm pretty and then that's
Exactly.
it.
Just tell me you're obsessed with me already.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It's not hard.
I rate that a 3 probably.
Mine is my favourite.
Yeah,
Because my favourite film is the Disney film Cars.
yeah.
So
Not even watched it, but
if someone pulled this one on me, I would marry them instantly. I'd be like, where's the ring? Where's the venue? Are you Lightning? Because I want to make you McQueen.
that's unreal.
10.
I've never watched Cars. I'm not a Cars super fan. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to watch it just for you.
Good.
That's good.
If someone pulled that on me, I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Wedding, kids,
that is powerful.
honeymoon,
Yeah,
house.
that is actually quite good. I
Was-
like that.
My soft spot is Cars. I want to make you McQueen. Please do.
That is unreal.
That
If
is a
someone
good
said
one.
it to me, I'd be impressive pickup line. Can't relate. Don't watch Cars, but a good pickup line.
Yeah, I feel like it's quite a good one.
So my last one is, are you the college stairs because you take my breath away?
Yeah, I like that one.
That
because
is my favourite.
walking up those stairs on the 3rd floor, it's not even that high. I am windswept.
I feel like I've run a marathon.
Yeah, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
And then trying to open the door, I'm like, I can't do it.
I don't know how, because in the gym I'll be fine. I can do Stairmaster. I can go on long walks. I can.
I live on the 4th floor in my building.
Yeah, and you don't
I'm
get out of
fine.
breath from that.
Those stairs, there's something else. So you know what? 11 for that one.
Yeah.
Because those college stairs do take my breath away.
I do. So I would marry someone that sends me that. I think that was quite successful. I think both our pickup lines are pretty good there. All round, do you think pickup lines work? Or what's the deal?
I feel like in general, no. Well, they don't work on me personally.
No.
Like, absolutely not. I laugh. But if you're pulling one out that, like, relates to something that I love, like the Cars one, or if you had something else, then I'd be like, yeah, because you've found one
It's actually me.
that's actually me.
See, pickup lines don't work for me. I'm like, cringe, cringe, cringe. I'll laugh about it, but it don't put me on a level.
No.
Until I had this one, which I actually told you about, is the voice note. I'm not going to play the voice note because I'm not going to bait out the person who it is. The one going, I know you from somewhere. Oh my God, it's you.
Yeah,
That isn't like a cringy pickup line.
that was a good one, yeah.
But-
What he did is he, like, sent Georgia a voice note and he was like, I know you. And Georgia's like, no, you don't. He was like, nah, I just wanted to get your attention. I thought, you know what?
You got my,
He
you
said
got
it with
my
confidence.
attention. He got my attention fully, all there. I was scared. Don't get me wrong. I was like, how do I know this person? But it worked.
It did work and
It
it
got
was
my
good.
attention. So credits to them.
It wasn't even like a pickup line. I feel like you've just got to have confidence.
Yeah.
And, like, you've just got to be more mature. Like, if you're texting me, hi, would you, like, age and pick?
Yeah. No.
Absolutely not.
Block.
Am I at airport security? No.
No, 100%. Like, that isn't attractive.
Exactly.
It's not
also,
attractive.
voice notes. Has to be voice
Oh,
notes.
yeah.
I am not typing out an essay to someone. No, voice note it. And also, like, calling and FaceTiming.
Yeah, I'm such a FaceTime person.
Have confidence with it. Don't just sit there and text them. Oh,
yeah.
Like, I would call you, but no, there's no excuses.
No, I am a message warrior. To be fair, you've seen me. I don't send short messages. If I send a message, it's long.
Georgia also is actually incapable of voice notes sometimes, or videos. I will send her a video and I will get a whole page back of typing. I think, how has she got the time to do that?
Well, sometimes when you're in a situation where I'll be sitting with my family, I'm not just going to be like, oh my God, Poppy, no way. I just shouted.
Yeah, but
no
still,
way.
it'll be like when you're in your bedroom, Georgia, and I'll be like, come on now, just hit the record.
I'll work on that for you. I'm getting better.
You are getting better. It's okay.
Right, so anyway, we're going to move on to the next section now, which is a little bit more serious, but I think there's a lot to be spoken about, which is online versus real life dating. So let's just talk about it, the positives and the negatives of online versus real life dating. What is your view on it?
I think I would much rather like to meet someone naturally. Like I always say, if you're going to get someone Snapchat, I would much rather meet someone on a night out or like out and then get their Snapchat and then start texting them, rather to texting them and then going, oh, should we meet up soon? Because then there's like no pressure on it.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? I'd much rather go out, meet someone, they'll be like, oh, like, what's your number, what's your Snapchat? Instead of them adding me and then being like, oh, like, if you're free soon, we should do something. Because I feel like there's so much more pressure on that.
100%, because you've already met them, you know who they are, you know what they look like, you know the vibe. Like, if you have never met someone, like, I'm going to put myself out there a little bit. My ex, we were actually together over the phone for 2 months before we met.
Yeah, horror, Georgia, horror. Absolutely not.
We had never met. We were dating for 2 months. We met. I did not meet him by myself for the first time. I was far too scared. Met him in a group, but then we were together 2 years. So I feel like it does have its positives, but realistically, at this age, I think meeting in real life is the way forward because you know the person. But it's not that easy anymore.
No, it's definitely not easy because obviously Snapchat being a thing, there's quick ad, there's posting on your story, posting on your Instagram story, like people liking your stories. But I just feel like when you text someone, let's say if you had a dating app and you were going to text someone, you have no clue what that person's going to look like in real life. Absolutely no clue. They could be a 10 out of 10 on the phone and a 2 out of 10 when you see them. B, you don't know how weird they are. Like, imagine they're like an absolute salt. They've got a great conversation and then you go out with them.
And they're wearing flip-flops.
Yeah. And they pull up in like some awful like outfit and they're just weird, or like they're like rude to like the waitress. That's one of my biggest like.
If I go out and the man doesn't tip, I'm sorry, that's such a big thing to me. No, you're not tipping £1, come on, just don't be rude. They're working for you, they don't want to be there. Do you know what I mean? It's like not
especially working in the industry as well.
Yeah, being a waitress myself,
when you see couples and the boyfriend doesn't tip, I think absolutely not, leave. There's not having enough money and then there's being rude. If you can afford to go out for a nice meal, you can afford to give a £2 tip.
100%, I completely agree, 1,000,000%. So I've done a bit of research into online versus real life dating, and I found out that the most popular age group for online dating, it's quite a big range, is 15 to 58-year-olds.
See, 15-year-old is online dating.
Not even that. What 58-year-old is online dating?
Yeah, true.
I can't see my nan going online and doing a bit of Tinder.
No, definitely not. If my nan was on Tinder, I'd get her banned. Absolutely not. That woman is rueful when it comes to the things that she has no filter.
Oh, but I think I'd like to see her Tinder account, actually. I think that'd be quite fun.
She does not hold back. Neither does my mother.
Oh, I love that. So another one is, I thought this would be higher because literally social media is taking over the world. Let's be real. Yeah. Social media is everything. I'm getting a job in social media. Like, everything is online, texting, calling, posting, Facebook, streams, podcasts, everything. Only 28% of people who meet online actually end up getting married.
I can see where that comes from though, because the amount of people I've met online and within a month I've gone, you know what?
Yeah,
absolutely not. And people are so immature, like especially between like now and like 30. I always say, oh, go for an older man. No, if anything, they're more childish.
They actually
Like
are.
the older they get, the more childish they get. Honestly,
I saw a TikTok on that last night. Actually, I was watching it. And they were like, "Go for the older men. They'll be better. They'll treat you better." I don't think it's true anymore. I've always been 2 years older, treat you better. I don't think that's true because I think they know they've got you.
no, 100%. I think also I saw a theory that it was like men live with their mum and they get their mum to do everything for them, and then when they're too old to be considered to live with their mum, they get a wife and they get their wife to do. They literally
They're
just get a
always
second mum
child.
because their wives cook, clean for them, do everything for them. They pretty much literally just get a second mum as soon as they're too old to live with their mum.
Best believe I am not a stay-at-home mum.
Absolutely not.
I'm going out. I'm getting my money. I'm doing my business. I'm grinding my own money. I'm not staying at home whilst you're working and then getting however much of your money you want to give me. I'm getting my own and yours.
Exactly.
Like,
why have one when you can have two? It's my motto.
Exactly.
In everything.
Exactly. Higher numbers are better. Exactly. It's just a known fact. Let's have a little look for another one. So nearly 70% of people who meet online have a successful relationship. So, for example, I met my ex online. I'd say it was a successful relationship for 2 years. Obviously ended, now isn't successful, but for 2 years it was successful. So I can see where that's coming from because...
I don't think I've actually been in a relationship with someone I met online, because if I look at my 2/3, if we count like situationships, exes, I've met them all naturally, I think. Yeah, all like, it's a party naturally.
Yeah,
like
I'd say
either
so.
at parties or like gatherings. I don't think I've ever actually had a serious thing with someone that I've met through like Snapchat or Instagram. So I'm part of the 30%.
Part of the 30%. I've never been in that situation. Obviously, there's dating in year 7, 8, 9, your little school boyfriend.
I'm going like 3 serious things that I've had. They've all been natural, actually.
I think that is really
which
impressive.
I'm very happy about, because I'm so glad I'm not a retired what you look like warrior on Snapchat, because that is horror.
I'm not going to talk on that subject because I've been there and I have done that, definitely. Almost 2 in every 5 people in general meet online.
I can see that. My dad met my stepmom. They've been together for 14 years now. They met on Plenty of Fish. So they met on a dating app, and that was 14 years ago.
That is
I feel
really
like
good.
a lot of people do meet online nowadays. Like, I think it's so hard to meet someone naturally.
Yeah,
because
100%.
Because if you go out like clubbing or drinking, everyone's either too drunk to talk, has a girlfriend with them, or like it's so busy in the room that you can't actually like talk because you're like, 100%. What did you say? And it's like, I literally cannot hear you.
Yeah.
And then like people obviously meet people at work, but again, that usually doesn't work out. Like co-workers should never be a thing. Been there, done that. It's the worst thing ever, because now he won't cover my shifts.
Well, saying that,
so if you're listening, please cover my shifts next week, because I really need them covered, and you're being really stubborn and saying no at the minute.
Sort it out, cover her shifts. She needs to see me. But saying that, my stepdad and my mum met at work in a restaurant. They worked in together. I think my mum was like close to a manager. My stepdad was working in the kitchen. They met there. This was like 15 years ago, about the same as yours. And then now my stepdad's a manager of a restaurant and my mum works for him, and they do that quite well. And it shocks me because I couldn't work with my man. Not that I've got a man. If I had a man, I don't want to see him everywhere.
Yeah.
I want my escape.
I get that, and I hats off to your mum and stepdad, because if I had to spend time with a man at home, then at work, we'd end up killing each other.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Also, I feel like it can be quite hard when it's like if it's like your manager, because they've got to be professional to you. So if you actually do something wrong, they have to write you up on that, and you think, well, why are you doing that? Like,
100%.
girlfriend. Well, no.
I work for my stepdad as well.
Yeah.
And I do get away with murder, to be fair. Like,
see, when I worked for my dad, that man literally would grill me on everything that I did. I used to be like, oh my God, I left. I couldn't do it anymore.
I don't blame you. See, it is hard because say you're like battling and then you go into work, it is quite tricky, but I do quite well. Oh. What about people that don't drink? Is what Adam has said. Are we talking about
when
we're out, when we're going out and meeting people that don't drink?
Personally, I actually, not that I have a thing against people that don't drink, but if my boyfriend didn't drink but he didn't have a problem with me drinking, okay, still I do like boys that drink, because then it's someone fun to go out with. I don't want you sitting in the corner sober, sulking that it's too late.
No, 100%. Like, if you're going to not drink but be happy that you're not drinking and still have a good time, like we're having a good time, absolutely fine. Join in but don't drink. But I feel personally, I feel like it's looked down on. It shouldn't be looked down on. It's a personal preference. But if I'm drinking a bit and I get a little bit happy, I don't want to be sat with someone who's completely sober. I might be thinking, what is she going on about? It scares me.
Because I know how embarrassing I can be when I'm drunk, but no one remembers it because everyone around me is drunk as well. Whereas if you're sober and you're relaying everything that I did the night before, I think, you know what, shut up.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Also, don't moan it's too late. Don't moan, oh, I don't want to go to another place. We're out. Live your life.
100%.
Live your life. Also, don't get annoyed at me because I'm drinking. Oh, you're going out again? You're going out? Yes, I am.
We're living the life. You only live once.
Exactly.
But at the same time, if you're the kind of person you don't have to drink to have a good time, good on you. Good on you. Have a good time. Don't drink. Get the health benefits and the fun benefits. There's a plus side to everything, guys. So let's list the positives and the negatives of online dating.
Okay.
So give me one positive and one negative.
You can meet people that you would never have met if you met them in real life. Like situations where you physically would have never bumped into them, and it's like a way to open up and like open your variety so much more than you would if you like went to your local pub and tried to meet someone.
100%. I would say my biggest positive, I think there's quite a lot. My top one personally is you can literally be in your pyjamas. Like, I can sit in my pyjamas, look an absolute state and talk to them. Yes, please. I've not got to dress up. I've not got to put my heels on.
100%.
I can just look a state and still be talking to them. Perfect.
It is so much easier, yeah, because, like, as well, like, if you're on FaceTime, you can just be like, oh, it's dark in here, like,
yeah,
the light's not on.
Oh.
No, I just put all my skincare on. I've got Sudocreme all over my face. My hair's greasy.
The amount of times my light's off. Oh, yeah, no, I've got to have my light off because
it's too late.
If my sister sees the light on my door, she'll kick off because she'll know I'm awake. No, I can have my light on as late as I want. I just don't want you to see me right now because I look disgusting. And you can't hide that in real life. When you're sitting there opposite someone, what are you going to do? Start talking like this?
I think as well, I get really worried, like, if you're sat across from someone and they're staring at you for too long, I think, have they just noticed, like, that little hair that I didn't pluck from my eyebrow, or like the fact that my nose ring isn't in the middle of my nose? Like,
oh my God, yeah.
I think, are they looking at me because I look nice, or like, is my hair looking a bit like frizzy? Like, I think you're looking at me too much. Now you're starting to notice the things that you're not meant to notice. Like, my makeup's separated in around my nose. Like, you're not meant to see that.
A bit of eye contact, unreal. Constant. I'm like, oh,
I had that
no,
the other day.
I can't do that.
I had it the other day. He was looking at me the whole time, and I went, can you stop? He was like, what? And I was like, looking at me. So he got nice eyes. I went, it's dark. I have big, fat, fake lashes on. Stop lying to yourself. You can't see my eyes right now. So, shush.
I feel like they do it on purpose to make us nervous.
Looking at me, and I was like looking away. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, no, 100%. So a negative. My negative, I'd say my biggest one is obviously catfishes. Because
100%.
the angles that you can give to make yourself look like a different person, immaculate.
I'm guilty of this, by the way.
I'm guilty of this too.
I'm so guilty of this.
But at the same time, why would I send you an ugly picture when I can get a good one? But then the fear of meeting in real life, that's scary because
they're either not the same person or they do not look like their photos. I think I've seen some people in real life and I think there is no way you was getting those angles of yourself at home and now I'm looking at you and you look like this. No offence, I'm really sorry.
No, it is.
There's someone out there for everyone though.
There is someone out there for everyone. You're just not the one for me.
Exactly.
That's my personal opinion. I've actually got a funny story to do with catfishing. So I'm always the girl. If we're going to meet up and I don't know you, I don't know anyone that knows you, we're going to FaceTime so I can see it's actually you talking to me.
Yeah, 100%.
Because do you think I'm going to meet up with someone that it might not be them, it might be some 70-year-old man. So in year 7, one of my best friends, Lily.
Yes.
From school, just when we started, she added me on Instagram. I was very new to Instagram, had a private account, like 5 followers. It was a big thing.
Lily added you?
Lily added me. So I've messaged her and I was like, what if it's not Lily? Like, what if it's somebody else?
Yeah.
So I've said to her, can you please send me a video of you saying the word apple so I know it's you?
Oh, I've done that. Well, I've had people say that to me. Can you put a spoon, can you put a fork on your head?
Yeah.
I've had that one. And I'm like, yeah, I can do it. But this is weird. It's just to make sure it's you. And I'm like, okay, thank you so much for thinking that I'm that beautiful, that I would use these pictures as someone else. I'm thinking, if I was catfishing you, I'd use someone that was 10 times better.
100%.
So thank you for thinking that I am a salt. But no, I don't really want to send you a picture of a fork on my head or saying a certain word because I am not a catfish.
I am guilty for the person that does it because it scares me.
No, 100%, it does scare me. I think because nowadays on Snapchat you can remix snaps, you can make things in your camera roll look like you've sent them live, and I think that is scary.
100%. You will not catch me meeting someone that I've not FaceTimed because I need to know that is you. I am not putting myself in that situation. Have you got another negative for online dating?
Yeah, I think with the whole messaging thing is someone can leave you undelivered you can try and have one conversation, but it will take 4 days to have this conversation because of how long someone can leave you undelivered. Yeah. Especially if you're asking a question, you can ask a question, they can leave you undelivered for 12 hours. And I think this is not a conversation anymore. Whereas if you're with someone in real life, the conversation's going to be flowing back and forth. But on the phone, they might leave you undelivered for an hour, and then you're going to leave them undelivered for an hour. And then by that point, you can't even remember what each other have said. And it's this is 100%. Not a conversation.
Going on to that, obviously we're going to talk about it. It's a sore subject for me. I've just got Snapchat Premium, and oh my goodness, the half swipe.
The half swipe feature is the best thing that will ever happen to you, and also will be your downfall. Yeah. Because why am I seeing a man half swipe me and not open my message? Horror.
When they half swipe and then open it straight away, I think fair enough, you've checked, you've thought about your answer, you've replied. I had someone yesterday half swipe me and they still haven't replied.
Still. See, I'm too nosy for these things. In my head, I think if I don't see it, it's not happening.
Yeah.
But also,
I want to see
it. I am so nosy. I need to know what's going on at all times. I need to know if he's half swiped me. But also, if I see it, then I'm probably going to cry about it. So it's self-sabotage, really.
100%. I was like, I want to see.
And now you've seen it, you're like, nope.
I could cry. I could actually cry. All I said was, hope you have a good day. Also, you're half swiping me.
You can now see someone's snap score go up.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
So me and Georgia have this thing where I'll be like, okay, their snap score's gone up 10. Have they snapped 5 people twice? One person 10 times? What is going on? How many people have they spoken to and how many times? Me and Georgia like to play this game, don't we?
We do love this game.
His snap score's gone up 4. Is that 4 snaps he's sent? Is that 2 to 2 people?
But the worst thing is when the snap score goes up and you're undelivered and been half swiped.
Yeah. You think, wow, I wasn't even worthy of a multi-snap.
Whilst we keep on talking, just going to ask the audience a quick question. What are all of your top positives and top negatives of online dating? Because we're going to see if we agree with them. And what's your overall opinion on it? Like, do you think it's a good thing or not? So, back to what we were saying. Another positive, we've had a few negatives.
Positive of online dating.
I just think the ease.
It is easy.
So
yes,
easy.
100%. It's easy. You can, as I said, you can talk to anyone. You can look however you want.
I think the confidence for me, because I'm a confident person when I know you. The getting to know you stage, I feel not nervous, I just get a bit like funny. So over the phone, I can get to know you to full extent. I can know your cat's dog, I can know
I've definitely got a
your cat's
negative.
dog. I can know your cat's name. But in real life, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, what's your favourite colour? What's your favourite kind
I've
of music?
definitely got a negative.
Go on.
And my negative is people being very confident over the phone, and then you meet them in real life and they say about 2 words to you. I think you were saying some things that are very unholy things over the phone.
And you're not talking in real
And
life.
now in real life, you won't even look me in the eyes. I think, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Grow a pair.
Yep.
And what is it, like, act on your actions? What's the saying?
Oh, I don't know the saying, but I know the saying you mean. I know what you mean. I think it's act on your actions.
Act on your actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I'm not going to say anything over message if I have actual intentions of meeting this person.
Yeah, no, same.
I'm not saying anything that I'm not going to back up in real life because it's just cringe. It just shows, like...
And if you're lying about your height, stop it now.
Get out.
Stop telling me you're 6'2" and I turn up and you're 5'9". Stop it.
I think we should have a little talk about this. Does boys' heights matter to you?
Yes.
She's straight in.
Short kings have way too much audacity.
They do, actually.
Way too much audacity. I have never been disrespected by a tall man properly.
I can't talk.
However, a 5'7" king, absolutely not. They have ruined me mentally. And I think you're literally like 3 inches taller. No, not 3 inches, like 6 inches, but still 6 inches taller than me. I think, like, where did your audacity come from? You literally can't see over a crowd.
I do think it's like, you know, small dog syndrome. The Chihuahuas
small man syndrome. Yes, it is a thing.
The Chihuahuas are always the one yapping. Do you see a Labrador yapping? No, you don't. No. You don't see it.
They give it the big un, and I think if I wore some heels, I'd be taller than you.
Exactly.
Whereas if you're like, see, the thing is, the men that I've been for, like, properly, have been quite tall. We've got 6'5", and 6'4", and I think I am 5
And you're 5 foot. Wow.
5 foot, and there is a big height difference, but I love it.
I don't blame you. Another one for the audience quickly. If anyone wants to just send us in some questions about dating, about our types, about anything that we have spoken about so far, send them in and we will answer them in the next few minutes. If you just send us through any questions, and hopefully we'll be able to answer them all.
I've actually got a question for you before we get our guests on, Georgia.
Tell me.
What is your type? What is my type?
If
you had to describe your type in a sentence, what are you saying?
My type...
And don't say you don't have a type.
No, I'm not going to say I don't have a type, but in the past, I haven't gone for a certain type. Like, I haven't got every single boy I've spoken to is the same. As a preference, quite tall. Like, tall. To me, tall is anything from 5'8". 5'7" maybe, because I am 5'3".
6 foot.
6 foot. I can't be too picky when I am my height. Bit taller. I never gone for a blonde boy. I'll never go for a blonde boy. Personally, I just think in my experience, blonde boys have been far too confident. And
100%.
Confidence, amazing. Cocky, leave. There's a line, and I think they go over. Personality is I know it sounds so cringy, but it's the main thing for me.
It is a main thing, because if you're not like a 10-10, but you are funny, like my ex was, Georgia will back this up, was not the best of looking at all, but he was so funny and just confident that makes him more attractive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. And I have thought someone is unreal, like, oh my gosh, you are sent from heaven. And then they disrespect me and I think...
Yeah, recently, in the last 2 days, Georgia there was this one boy, he was beautiful, but oh my God, it was like talking to a brick wall.
The audacity.
And I thought, I have better conversations with my dog than I do with
So
you.
now I don't think he's fit anymore.
No.
I think he's ugly because you're not talking. Why are you not talking?
100%.
He gives it, I'm at work. Okay, what about when you're at home?
Exactly.
And yeah, so brown hair, black hair, normally dark brown, taller than me, loyal, just want me. Don't think that it's cool because you don't want me.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Show me that you want me, otherwise I'm going to leave.
Be obsessed with me.
I'm going to leave if you... I don't go, oh my God, he doesn't want well.
But look,
in the past, I'm known for being obsessed with someone who doesn't actually show any interest. But in a relationship, show me you want me.
100%.
What's your type?
I've not been... I am going to say hatred to the blonde boys as well. I'm very sorry. I have actually been with a blonde boy. Skinhead. Didn't work out very well. So yeah, no to blonde. I'm definitely brunette. I say tall. I know I'm 5 foot. Please don't hate me for this. But like, in the past, thing is though, because I've been with such tall boys, I then get with someone that's small, and I think no, it's probably above like 6'2".
Yeah, no.
Which is horror, but it's the truth. Brunette, tall, yeah, loyal, funny, isn't a dickhead around his mates. 100%.
Oh yeah, don't mug me off because you're in front of your friend.
Yeah, don't act different around your friends.
100 billion %. So we've got a few questions come through. We're going to answer these and then we're going to get our guests on and do our next section and play our game. So I've got, how tall is too tall? 6'5", I'd say.
Too tall doesn't exist.
8 foot.
Well, there isn't anyone that's going to get with us that's 8 foot. Well, I've done, the tallest I've done is like, not done, that sounds really weird. The tallest person I've talked to was 6'6".
Oh really? See,
Yeah.
I haven't got a good gauge of height in my head, so I don't know how tall that actually is.
It's very tall. It's a foot and a half taller than us.
Yeah, that's mad. And I've had Harry saying, I've had a bad dating experience with my ex, as you know. That's why my type is now straight boys.
Harry does love a straight boy.
Harry does love a straight boy, and I want people that don't want me.
Oh my God. If you don't want me, I'm obsessed with you. But if you want me, I'm like,
Yeah, it shouldn't be that way. I'll pretend I am that way, but...
I need to actually show some interest to the people that do actually give me the time of day.
Any tips on how to get the boy that you've been wanting for a year? Trust me, don't ask me.
How to get the boy you've been wanting for a year. Okay.
Poppy is the bomb at stuff like this.
I have done this before. Don't beg it at all. Don't beg it. Second of all, just let things happen. Because the amount of times I've gone, I'm never, ever going to get him. I'm never going to get him. And I have. Just because you've got to, A, be confident, B, don't beg it. If they don't want you 100%, they will let you know. And
you will know.
You will know. So don't beg it. Be confident and just let things happen. Because the amount of times I've gone, no, that's never going to happen. Like, oh my God, that will never happen. And it has happened.
Okay, so we've got the last question is, what do you think about interracial dating? I'll let you go first and I'll say my bit.
Interracial, that's two different people dating from a different race.
Yeah.
There's absolutely, I think it's quite a good thing.
No, so do I, 100%.
Because, yeah, like you've got to talk to loads of different people, because how are you going to know what your type is if you don't talk to loads of different people? I think if you sit there and go, I would only date one race, I think you're so small-minded.
100%. The love of your life might not be the same race as you. I think we're all people. We all have the same morals. We all live on the same earth. Just because they're from a different place, you're going to say you don't want to date them. I live in Basildon/Wickford. I'm not going to go, I don't want to date someone that lives in Canvey. It's literally the same thing, I think.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah, I think interracial dating is a good thing. And if it wasn't a thing, then I feel like everything would still be quite separated. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Right, okay, so we're going to roll on to the next stage now. We're going to get our 2 guests in, going to introduce them to you, and then we're going to be talking about red and green flags, which is going to get very interesting. And we're going to be playing a game as well. So make sure you stay tuned, and we're going to get this game rolling. Right, so we've got our guests in. Do you want to introduce yourself, guys?
I'm Mackenzie.
My name's Curtis.
And we're going to be discussing red flags and green flags and playing the game. So, first of all, what are both of your biggest red flags and biggest green flags?
My biggest red flag is when you're in a relationship with someone and suddenly they have a new girl best friend. She's come out of absolutely nowhere and they're now best friends. I think, go on, have her then instead.
Facts. Like, where has she come from? Where have you met her? Why is she all of a sudden... If she was here before, I can get my head around it a bit.
Still really can't get my head around that one, but I have to accept it a bit more.
Yeah.
But that one, horror. Green flag, I would say when they're like, I say confident, but like, let's say you're like, oh, like it's late, do you want to go to bed? And they go, no, I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I think, okay.
Show that you're interested. Being
Yeah.
not interested isn't cool, as you've said,
Like, they
for the whole podcast.
They don't beat around the bush. They say it.
Yep, 100%. Right, have you thought of yours, guys?
Right, yeah. I think a big red flag is like just not being able to talk about your emotions and stuff. Like
Oh, that's a good one.
being able to communicate your emotions with people is like key to being in a relationship. If you can't do that, then it's just not going to work. I think a big green flag is the same thing but opposite. Being able to talk about your feelings, just being able to open up to people. Because if you're closed off, you can't really get to know people for who they really are, or they won't get to really know who you are.
Yeah, I think that's a really good one. What about you, Mackenzie?
Red flag, still chats to their ex.
Oh,
There's no need.
I'm guilty for that one.
I'm not guilty. I'm not
Yes.
guilty. Blocked.
Yeah, it's just what's the need? Green flag just works. I don't know. Has good morals. Just like
A normal person.
yeah, but I feel like there's some girls that just daddy's money. Like just don't do anything with their life. Just sit in bed all day.
No, 100%.
Get up and do something.
I completely agree. I'd say my biggest red flag is probably when they make more time for their friends than you. I know that sounds really selfish. I think it's equal. Like, for me, in my last relationship, I made no time for my friends. Guilty. Was all him. But I just think, see your friends, like, 100%, but don't then cancel on me for your friends.
I think whoever you've got plans with first, you go with. If you've got plans with your girlfriend, don't then blow that off for your mates. But if you've got plans with your mates, don't blow them off for your girlfriend.
No, 100%, but just make sure you're still making time for me and you're not always prioritising your friends.
100%.
Green flag, show me you want me. I know I've been saying this a lot, but just don't, like...
Georgia, I think you've got a track
can't.
record of not being told that you are wanted, because
I know.
that is all that you want. That's
Yeah.
all that you've been saying.
If they tell me they want me, I block them. But that's not the point. I want them to want me, but then when they want me, I don't want them.
You like the chase.
Yeah.
I like the
Yeah,
chase.
same.
I do. Right, okay, so shall we get into our game then, guys?
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
So are you going to explain it to everyone that's listening?
Yeah, so we've got cards, and the cards have things on that will be done in a relationship that either could be considered a red flag or a green flag. Georgia will go first, and then we'll all go. We'll read out the card, and in her head, she will decide if it is a red or a green flag to her, if she thinks what she thinks it is. We will then vote with our voting cards if we think if Georgia thinks it is a red or a green flag, then she'll reveal what she thinks it is. You'll get it more as we go along.
Yeah, I think we'll get it more as we go along as well. I think it's going to be one of them.
Because we're playing it not the way that it was made to be played.
No. So let's see if we can make this work. I'll read out the first card then. So they're competitive and make everyday chores activities into a fun game.
What?
Wait, make everyday activities into a fun game?
Yeah,
So I'm talking like dances while mopping.
yeah, that kind of thing, yeah.
Oh, that's just cringe. That.
Okay.
Right, okay. Have you all got your cards
I've got
ready?
what I think you think it is, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to hold it up. No, you all say what you think I've got in my hand.
Okay.
So, Poppy, go first.
You think it's a green flag.
Okay.
Red flag. That's just cringe.
I think you think it's a green flag as well.
I thought it was a red flag.
See?
Really?
Not because it's cringe, but because if I need a serious conversation with you, are you going to start laughing and I'm going to get mega angry?
It said
Everyday
chores.
activities.
It said chores. I'm talking like ironing and dancing and like
Yeah.
mopping and dancing, not having a conversation.
Right, okay, yeah. I just think, like,
I think it would cringe me out after a while.
if I'm asking you to take the bins out, why are you skipping?
Yeah, true.
Why are you going to skip to the garden to put the bins out? Right, okay, so, Poppy, do you want to be the decider? Oh, that was quite successful.
They treat themselves to a Starbucks coffee every morning, but I'm going to actually change this. It's like a caramel frappuccino with cream and sprinkles.
I know
and-
someone
Right,
who
then
does
you're going to
that.
think that's a green flag then. Surely.
Right. Are we revealing what we think?
Yeah, I know what I think.
I
it is.
think she thinks it's a red flag because why are you getting a girly drink?
Oh, shit. I
Oh.
didn't even look at that. You made it seem like it was a good thing.
Right, so you said green flag?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say
Poppy?
green flag as well.
Yeah, of course.
Why
Like,
are you drinking something that like a fairy has like shut out? Like
What?
sprinkles, like cream,
That was a really specific drink when you
Yeah.
said that.
syrup, like what? Absolutely not. You can have a black coffee and that's about it.
I think that's fair enough. Why are you getting sprinkles on your drink? Like, that's my job.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Right, go on then. Why do you think it's a green flag then?
The way she said
Yeah,
it.
the way
Yeah.
you said it, to be honest, like, right. They really like Disney movies. But you got to think of this from, like, as if it's a girl.
So,
So, like, don't think of it as, like, a boy. Think of it as, like,
The
a
girl
girl.
likes
so the
Yeah,
girl
yeah,
likes
yeah, yeah.
Disney. Okay. Right. I think it's a green flag. Like,
I think it's a massive
Yeah, green flag.
Yeah, that's cute, isn't it?
yeah, it is. Like, why would
Best
you...
believe we're watching Cars 1, 2 and 3 plus all the spin-offs.
I have never watched it. Never watched 0. Never watched 1. Never watched 2. Never watched 3.
That is crazy.
They order the same meal every time they go to a particular restaurant.
Oh my god, I know my answer already. It's got to be a green flag. It's showing loyalty.
Showing basic, red flag.
Yeah. It's a bit-
I think it's... I'd say it's a beige flag. Do you know
Yeah,
where
it's in the middle.
neither or-
It's not one
because
or the other, but I'd say red flag. Because
out of the two, yeah.
To be fair, we literally always get a double quarter pounder every single day, bro.
everything to eat.
Yeah, at Wagamama's, there is only about 3 things I will...
Yeah, because that's all sushi and stuff. It's disgusting.
No, I think getting the same meal every time shows you're loyal to one thing. I think that's a good thing. So the next one is they don't like listening to music in the car. They prefer to talk or enjoy the quiet.
That is quite obviously a big fat red flag.
I agree.
I would say red flag, but it's situational.
No, it is a red flag. I want to be singing Rich Baby Daddy whilst you are driving along.
Exactly. Georgia loves her house music. A bit of You in the Lobby, that has to be playing.
You in the lobby.
Imagine it's quiet. Absolutely not.
Yeah, but if they want to talk, then
No,
fair
I
enough.
get that, but every time you get in the car,
Yeah,
you
not
want
every
to
time,
sit
true.
in silence. No, I want to show off my playlist.
Every
yeah.
time is
One
too much.
100%, I say it's a big fat red flag. Right, go on then, Poppy.
They're vegan.
Oh,
I feel like that's controversial.
that is really controversial. We could cause a lot of drama with this one. Yeah. Right, I'm going to say red flag. I'm putting it out there. I'm starting the
Yeah,
trend.
red
Red flag.
Because
It's a big fat red flag.
I love my burgers. I love my chicken nuggets. And if you're not going to eat my dinner, I'm not cooking you your own dinner.
I just don't want to be eating and someone go, do you know that's a dead animal? My mum does it because my mum's vegan. Do you know that's a dead animal? Yes, I do, and I'm loving it, and it tastes so good, so shut up.
What's your mum making us for dinner tonight?
Pulled pork. So she's actually a big fat hypocrite.
What did you think, boys?
Red.
Yeah, red flag.
Why do you think it's red?
Because, yeah, if you want to take them out for dinner, then what? It's
Got to
like,
go to a place where they serve what they like.
My stepmom's
Real.
vegan, and going on holiday is the hardest thing ever because all she can eat is like bread because they don't know vegan in other countries.
Just quickly for the audience, and we'll answer them at the end. If you all put in your biggest red flag and your biggest green flag, and we'll react to them at the end when they come through. So go on then, Mackenzie.
they send food back in a restaurant if they don't like it.
I'm going to start that off. Big
Yeah, go
have
on.
you decided?
Nah, but go on.
Okay. Big fat red flag. As a person who works in a restaurant, just because you don't like what you chose to eat, that's not my problem. That's not my problem.
You know what? You've changed my mind. I was going to say green flag because if there's something wrong with it, I want you to say there's
Oh,
something wrong with it.
100% if there's something wrong with it.
Like
but
if it's cold or
Yeah.
there's something wrong with it, but if you genuinely just don't like it, suck it up and eat it.
100%.
Yeah, I agree. Red
Yeah,
flag.
red flag, eat what you're given.
100%. If it comes and it's got like a bit of hair in it or it's cold, okay, send it back. But just because you don't like sausage and mash, you shouldn't have ordered it then.
Yeah, it's just
It's
wasteful,
your
isn't
fault.
it? Wasted stuff.
They got jealous when I mentioned my ex.
First of all, don't mention your ex in new relationships. Second of all, I think it is a green flag because why are you going to be like, oh my god, I love your ex. Your ex is amazing. No, of course I'm going to get jealous if you start talking about another girl that you've been with.
100%. I think you have every single right to be jealous if they keep talking about him. If I'm talking to a new man, I'm not going to keep talking about my ex. Like, why are you always thinking about him?
Yeah, green flag. Man.
100%.
Give me a compliment every day.
That's quite an easy one.
That is an easy
Ready?
one.
On 3, 2, 1.
Green
Big
flag.
fat
Green
green
flag.
flag. Green flag. Because tell me I'm pretty.
But then I also want more than one a day.
Oh yeah, like at least. We've got some coming in from the audience. Shall we read them and we can all decide on them ones?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So first one is green flag. They want a lot of babies.
Nah.
Red flag. Red
Red,
flag.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even really want children, but I think I'd only have one.
I think that's more of a beige flag because it depends on the relationship.
100%.
Depends on what you both want.
I agree, but green flag if they want loads of dogs.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
green flag.
100%.
I agree with that.
I want like 4 sausage dogs, and I will have 4 sausage dogs.
Yeah, but like, whenever you want to go on holiday, you now have to think, oh, what am I going to do with the dog?
Bring them with you.
But if I said to my mum, I'll give you 4 children to look after for a week, or 4 sausage dogs for a week, I think I know which one she's choosing.
True, yeah.
100% she's choosing the dog.
Exactly.
Big red flag is if they give big, heavy mixed signals. Big red flag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
huge red
Yeah.
flag.
Just don't one day tell me you love me and then tell me the next day you don't.
It's more like when you meet them and you have such a good time, and then afterwards they just don't talk to you. And
Yeah,
I think,
imagine
wow, was
like
that really that bad?
If like you got blocked after them meeting you and telling you they want you.
Yeah, horror.
That is horror.
Could never be me.
No, never,
Yeah.
ever, ever. A big red flag is if they care more about their vape addiction than you. That's from Harry.
Big red flag.
Shouldn't
Yeah.
be vaping anyway.
No,
Yeah.
It's bad
vape,
for you.
Vaping kills. It's not good.
no.
Vaping kills, smoking kills.
Your
No.
biggest addiction should be me.
Facts.
Facts. Facts.
How can you prioritise vaping over someone else? Like, that's kind of like, I don't really think it's
Got
that.
your priorities.
And
on.
then mixed in with this from Adam, we've got red flag, doesn't look after their health. Yeah, I agree. If you come to me and you've got dry skin and your breath smells,
I was having this conversation last night. I'm really poorly. I went, okay, well, this is what you've got to do if you feel poorly. I can't be bothered. I think, don't moan to me that you're sick then. If I'm
Yep.
telling you how to get better and you're telling me no, don't moan.
100%. Either moan and let me help you, or just shut up and suck it up.
Exactly.
No, that's sort of what I was saying like earlier about like the morals. Just like if they actually care about life, instead of just
100%.
bumming about.
Red flag eats smelly pepperami.
Who'd put that? Like,
Someone called Charlie.
Charlie. Oh, yeah. Damn. What's up with pepperonis?
I quite like pepperami every
Yeah.
now and then.
I can't eat them because of my braces.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, get stuck in them.
So, biggest green flag is if they listen to you when you talk about your interests, even if they don't like it. 100%, I
Yeah.
agree with
Yeah.
that one.
Definitely.
That's rare.
I hate it when people just like talk about themselves, and then you say something and then they try and find a way to relate it back to themselves.
Yeah, that
I
happens a lot.
I will listen to you, but you've got to listen to me as well.
Yeah, 100%. So, I think that is everything, guys.
What a great episode.
I think that was
Good
great.
episode.
We've covered pickup lines, we've covered online dating, we've covered some juicy stories from our own
Don't
lives.
ever let any man that I speak to in the future watch this, because I've just like slagged
They know
off
what they
them
need.
so much.
They need to know what they need to do, and they need to know what they can't do at the end of the day.
You feel like the biggest men haters out here, bro.
Yeah, I
Genuinely.
feel like in this podcast we
You
have
just
just got
have. You just
hate
slandered
them.
them, bro.
I don't. I actually love them so much, and my life revolves around them. So
At least you can admit that.
Yeah.
I love them when they don't love me.
it's
Crazy.
okay, Georgia. We've been there.
So, thank you guys so much for watching. Come back next week for another episode. Anything to say, Poppy?
Yeah, come back next week for another episode. That was actually a great episode. I feel like we talked a lot. We waffled a lot.
Yeah, we waffled, but I think we gave the goss.
Yeah, we did.
Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, 2Ps in a pod. And thank you for watching.